Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sullivan Field, and welcome to an afternoon of Los Alamos High School girls soccer. And the Hilltopper girls coming into this ball game after an impressive win over Socorro yesterday, and Mercy ruled them 10-0. And Socorro, always a good team, but the Hilltopper, we have a strong core coming back this year, so we're expecting a very, very good girls soccer soccer season. This is Gene Mortensen along with my good buddy Mike Mays. And so, Mike, give me your impression of what you think of Los Alamos High School girls soccer in 2022.
Well, like you said, Gene, we got a lot of people coming back from a very good team from last year. And chief among those, of course, Captain Tara McDonald. She coming back for her senior. I could have sworn she was a senior like 2 years ago, but
at least.
But she is back for her senior year, and a lot of good, solid veterans behind her as well. I mean, just you can just go down the list. We do have a couple of new faces as well, including Dea Fellers. She is a freshman. We have a couple of freshmen on the team. But Dea Fellers will get to the start today, as well as a couple of sophomores. But solid nucleus coming back for Los Alamos. And they were on full display in their opener against Socorro, which is a pretty solid team, pretty solid program year in, year out. And Los Alamos had absolutely no trouble with them. So this may be a little bit different of a test for them against the St. Michael's Horsemen this afternoon. St. Michael's, very a traditional opponent of Los Alamos in the early part of the season. They usually swap, home and home. They were down in Santa Fe last year. They'll be obviously playing here at Sullivan Field today, but Los Alamos off to obviously a very good start, and this should be a very exciting season. The Hilltoppers have a chance to do quite a bit of good things this year.
Yeah, they really do, and interestingly enough, talking about the beginning of the season and the team we always start off just like this against St. Michael's. The volleyball team always does the same thing, home and home as against St. Michael's, and volleyball team went down to Santa Fe on Tuesday night and unfortunately got whomped by a very, very good St. Michael's team. And St. Michael's has been doing very well in volleyball, but this afternoon's focus, of course, is soccer. And my neighbor that lives right behind me and my son-in-law, Mike Katko, our good buddy, and his niece is on the team this year. She's a sophomore, Marley Katko. So welcome to Marley. Marley, a good, outstanding athlete, but I have to give her a little shake out. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl who's right behind me. So anyway, some little prejudice for Marley, but
yeah, Marley, and she will get the start this afternoon as well.
Yes, she will.
So interesting mix in the starting lineup for Los Alamos of some veterans and then some young kids. Actually have an 8th grader on the topper roster this year as well. It's Gracie Hagenstad, and not in the starting lineup, but we don't see a whole lot of 8th graders. This is such a competitive program that Los Alamos has. You have to be something special to make the varsity as a younger player, and obviously Gracie's got that if she's up here as an 8th grader.
A very popular sport, girls soccer, and Micah Stanfield she is a junior. She's going to be the goalie this afternoon. And let's see, I was looking at the goalie. It's Marissa Dominguez will be the goalie for St. Michael's. And both teams right now standing around talking to their coaches. So we'll be getting underway here in just a couple of minutes. And so for some exciting soccer, a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here at Sullivan Field. And no rain. What was it, 2 days ago? My golly, I thought everything was going to float away. My house, my car, everything. I cannot believe how much it rained the other day. But today, no, not a glimmer. We're not have to worry about any rain this afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon here at Sullivan Field. So, and let's see. Well, we're going to start Micah Stanfield. She's the goalie. Jenna Montoya. She's a sophomore. Estella Remelier, and she's a sophomore. Darius Brown, a junior. Maria Montano, a junior. Carly Holland is a senior. Marley Katko, a sophomore. Deja Fellers is a freshman. Tara McDonald, the captain and a senior. And Layla Carter, a sophomore. And Mackenzie Eshave, she is a senior. And so we're ready to go here, Mike, as the teams come out onto the field, and it looks like Los Alamos is going to kick off, and kicking off for Los Alamos will be Tara McDonald. And she's all by herself in a circle. She's not even going to have anybody roll the ball to her. They always go in there with two, but we're not going to bother with Tara with two this time.
And Tara looks like she's just going to try to kick it back to one of her teammates rather than go down the field, which some soccer teams like to do. But in any event, the Toppers will start the ball deep in their own territory, interestingly.
Yes. And so it's going to be the Hilltoppers still have it. Now it's stolen away by St. Michael's in a battle for it at midfield, now down the right sideline. And that's going to roll out of bounds off of Los Alamos. So it'll be a throw-in for St. Michael's as we just get started here. So about 25 yards deep in their own territory, St. Michael's will inbound it. They're going to bring it inside. And once again, this one now is going to be picked up by Lauren Pecos. And then there's a through ball down the left side. Boy, getting back there in a hurry and just clearing it out of bounds and that was Elena Sandoval. And Marley Katko was right on her heels, but Elena, she just goes ahead and kicks it out of bounds, and then they flip it over, and so the throw-in is going to come actually from Jenna Montoya.
Instantly booted out of bounds. So Montoya will throw it back in. Well, I can't remember the last time I've seen one of those flip throwers.
Yeah, you're right. And those guys, my God, could they put they could throw that thing a mile, do a somersault, and then just out of a somersault, they let it go. And so St. Michael's now trying to come down with a little pushing and shoving. Boy, I tell you, Meredith Brown, I mean, she decided she wasn't going to take any pushing or shoving, but she just back herself, and then the ball is stolen away by Lauren Pecos. And it comes upfield, and Hilltopper's long kick, but that's intercepted by St. Michael's. Why, nice steal that time. I think that was Tara McDonald, and so nobody back or anybody back there, all by herself back there is Marissa Dominguez, but we didn't have there were no green jerseys, no white jerseys, there was nothing. So inside the 25-yard line, so Marissa Dominguez didn't have anything to worry about. The ball goes out of bounds off Los Alamos, 10 yards deep into Hilltopper territory. They'll work down the left sideline. Not a good throw in. Oops.
She tried to throw it in from the 42. She got to go back to the 44.
Oh my golly!
There's rules for a reason, Gene.
Yeah, no, they caught her big time. So
official all over it.
I know. So, and that's why, those are the little tiny details that you have to pay attention to. And there's a kick trying to get it through the Hilltopper fullbacks. They cannot, and that's going to be picked up by Los Alamos into the midfield circle. Long kick downfield, trying to get it to Tara McDonald. McDonald coming in from the right at the top of the penalty box, trying to get a hold of it. She'll bring the pass over to the right side, and that one's going to go wide. So
I think before the kick, Gene, I think we're going to have an offside call on the Toppers.
Yeah,
over here, one of the Toppers looks like they leaked into the backfield a little bit. See who that was. Yeah. But McDonald looking for it. Actually, McDonald, I in a nice one-on-one battle there, and won the battle on a high bouncing ball. And she got to it first. Nice pass. Just unfortunately, her teammate was a little too far asunder.
Yeah, Deja Fellers, the freshman, she was ready, but she was a good 5 yards ahead of Tara. So an easy call for the official. Not as easy as that throw-in call where they had to move the ball back 2 yards.
It's all over it.
Pass down the right sideline. And that's a good penetration. A shot, boy, beautiful shot from the right side. And I do believe that, let's see, that young lady that took that shot, that was Sophia Miera. And boy, she was on over the right side at about the 10-yard line. And boy, she powered it. And boy, Micah Sandfield had to be in perfect position to get that one.
And, St. Mike's had two other runners crashing across the field. The Toppers, I noticed this earlier, the defense really pinched up. They're even right now, they're all standing about the 35-yard line. So the St. Michael's, if they can make some sort of run, they will have some green grass in front of them.
All of our fullbacks are up to midfield right now.
Wow.
Which is, I don't understand why, but
especially right after that run by St. Mike's.
Yeah.
They had 2 or 3 people that they could have knocked the ball over to if they wanted to.
Yeah, we're playing. Our fullbacks are playing way up, and the ball's going to come over on the left side to St. Michael's, and trying to pick it up for them is Marissa let's see, that says Marissa Dominguez. Well, I'm confused, Mike. So, let me see. I guess the goalie, I don't know who the goalie is. It's supposed to be Marissa Dominguez.
She is the only goalkeeper listed for the Horsemen.
Yeah, and she's the only one with 2 numbers, which is usually, that's what the goalies do. One number for playing and 1 number for being goalie.
So let's see, maybe we can,
I don't know, maybe
by process of elimination, but
maybe Maury knows. Ball is going to be out of bounds right at midfield here at the flag right below us. That's opposite the substitution flag. I'm going to throw it in right at that flag, Estella Remeliu, and it's going to be picked up there by Tara McDonald. McDonald brings it back to Estella. Long pass down the right sideline. And so right now, Mike, nobody has really, except for that shot over there by Sophia Miera, there really hasn't been anything going on here much in this contest. There's a pass upfield intercepted by Tara McDonald. She almost had a chance right at the top of the penalty box. But boy, one of the defenders for St. Michael's, did a fantastic job of coming in on her and getting Logan Hunt and getting that ball back upfield. And so St. Michael's now on the attack once again. They got at the top of the penalty box, trying to get something going. And now there's the shot taken. Whoa! And this is going to go over the top of the goal. But once again, St. Michael's put something together, and that shot was taken by Grace Sandoval.
And not a bad shot. She was, right at the top of the penalty box and going for the upper left corner. That one sailed on her a little bit, but again, St. Mike's able to put together a pretty good attack.
So there's a through ball, and it's going to go all the way down to the goalie. She's not going to pick it up.
Oh, right to Tara McDonald, and McDonald's going to go across the mouth of the goal and in.
Unbelievable.
So, the keeper did not pick up the ball. I'm not quite sure why, but tried to clear it. But she cleared it right to McDonald's shins.
Yeah, she really did. She was over. I thought she'd pick it up. The through ball came from Los Alamos, so she could have picked it up. If that ball had come from St. Michael's, she couldn't, but she just waited for it, and then she just kind of got control of it with her foot, and then she just kind of went over to her right, and then this little soft pass, which came right to Tara, And all Tara had to do was, I mean, she was wide open. All Tara had to do was bury it. So let's see, Mike. Unofficially, that came in the 9th minute.
Boy, oh boy, if you're going to make a mistake, you don't want to do it on Tara's side of the field.
Now, especially to set her up. I mean, we're going to have to give the goalie for St. Michael's an assist.
Oh, yeah, that was perfect right at her.
Unbelievable. So Tara, I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, the goalie she could have kicked it anywhere she wanted. And she just kind of, and it wasn't she didn't kick it very hard. I don't know who she was trying to get it to. But anyway, Alamos takes a 1-0 lead. And as I look over at our functioning scoreboard, how about that? We're really doing it up here today.
If you were listening on Friday, you would know that for the football game, that was not the case. It was a little rougher than what we got now, but everything seems to be working out well.
Yes. So we're going to have a throw in about 10 yards up from the flag on the right side in Hilltopper territory. And the throw in is going to be Elena Sandoval. It's a battle for it over on the sideline and trying to get it centered, and now almost coming through, and the Hilltoppers just clear it out. And so that's going to be a corner kick. It looks like, I do believe. Yes, it is. So it's going to be a corner kick for St. Michael's. And so they will send into the corner. I believe that's Claire Belaskis. Right, boy, in the mouth of the goal. Nice corner kick, but was almost able to get a hold of it. But boy, she brought it right into the pack. And a good opportunity that time for St. Michael's, but they just couldn't do anything with it. And the Hilltopper suddenly all the green converged on the ball, and then they boot it back upfield. So Hilltopper is out of bounds. So now here comes St. Michael's coming back in the other direction again. So right now, nobody's able to go anywhere. They go up 10 yards, they come back 10 yards. Now there's a nice pass upfield, and I almost had an offsides on St. Michael's, and I'm not sure at that time. And so Grace Sandoval was right there for St. Michael's.
And looked like she had an opportunity, but tried to dribble through, she had a one-on-one opportunity. Had she made a turn, I think she would have had a pretty decent look at the goal.
She was pretty wide open at the top of the goal, the top of the penalty box. So I thought she had a good chance to fire it, but she decided to, like Mike said, to dink around with the ball for a little bit. So we're going to have a throw in for Los Alamos. It'll be Jenna Montoya. And we're deep in Los Alamos territory down the left sideline. Hilltopper's still controlling it, but they're still deep in their own territory, trying to bring it upfield. This one the kick was hit one of the St. Michael's players, and then it rolls over onto the left side, and it rolls right over to Jada Lujan. So Jada takes a left-footed kick. Easy play for Micah Stanfield.
Tried to go to the near post, but Stanfield was right there and just didn't get a whole lot on that shot.
So this one now going to come down the right sideline, out of and over the end line off of St. Michael's. That'll make it a goal kick for Los Alamos.
13th minute here, Gene. So far, the St. Michael's Horsemen have 3 shots. Actually have been fairly aggressive on the offensive end, have really moved the ball well into Hilltopper territory. Don't have anything to show for it. Toppers haven't gotten a whole lot going. They do lead 1-0 here, but that goal was set up entirely by the St. Michael's goalkeeper.
Yeah, they can thank her she can thank herself for that goal. Anyway, almost an own goal, I guess you could say. Anyway, they going to be picked up there by St. Michael's, and comes over to Tara Schneider. Schneider trying to bring it up. St. Michael's still working with it. They're going to bring it down the left sideline, And nice move down that left sideline this time. And a centering pass, and that was by Jada Lujan. So Jada with a nice centering pass, but Los Alamos right there to pick it off. Back to St. Michael's. And so, Mike, you're right. I mean, most of the aggression in this aggressiveness, I guess it's not aggression. Most of the aggressiveness in this ball game has been by St. Michael's. Los Alamos has not been that much on the attack, but St. Michael's been on the attack almost the entire time that we've been playing.
So, Jane, 14 going into the 15th minute now. I want to thank our sponsors real quick. You were listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post Game of the Week here on the Daily Post YouTube channel. Want a quick shout out to our sponsors, the Los Alamos Police Department, the Los Alamos Fire Department, Los Alamos Schools Credit Union, UNM LA, Los Alamos County, and TechSource, and the Pareto Environmental Education Center. So we want to thank all of our awesome sponsors here. We really appreciate it as you are listening to the Game of the Week here on the Daily Post. That reminds me of the old NBC baseball Game of the Week. Vin Scully, Joe Garagiola. Remember those, Gene?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And unfortunately, Vin, just a couple weeks ago, left us. That was a bummer.
So St. Michael's picks it up, and this one's going to roll up to the top of the penalty box. Coming out to pick it up is Micah Stanfield. Micah now will roll it upfield. Hilltoppers with it. A nice pass down the right sideline comes to Tara McDonald. McDonald on the dribble. She's now triple teamed, and so she finally scoots it away. Now the ball coming in right in the top of the goal. Hilltoppers still with it, and I'm not sure what they're going to call here.
They're calling something on Los Alamos.
I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was either. That looked like a good battle for the ball. I don't know what the field official was calling. Well, there was a little bit of contact, but nothing we don't see on pretty much every single play here in soccer.
Yeah, well, Tara McDonald had it, and she immediately triple teamed. She got the pass over to Marley Katko, and then Katko was coming right smack down the middle, and all of a sudden they blew the whistle. And I'm trying to figure out why. Like Mike said, there wasn't any contact, and there certainly wasn't any offsides. So St. Michael's now will pick it up, and a long pass down the left sideline. It's going to come, and that's going to come down now to Jada Lujan.
And Stanfield coming way out of goal and picks up the ball right in front of Lujan, but it's about a quarter of a second before she got there. That's a little bit of a dangerous move.
Yes, and she was way out of the goal. She was all the way over to the side of the penalty box.
Yeah, Lujan gets her first, Gene. There's nothing between her and the goal.
No, nothing at all. So
we have a push off. No, I guess not. I guess that was a play on.
I guess so. Yes, you never know what the officials are going to call. There's another ball comes through everybody, comes now down to the goalie. And
I think that is Dominguez.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And so
she wisely picks it up this time rather than trying to.
I still can't figure out why she didn't pick it up. I mean, it was she could legally pick it up. I have no idea why she didn't. But she just decided to roll it over to Tara.
So the rule is the keeper can't actually pick up the ball if it is intentionally kicked back to her.
Yeah, that's right. They can head it back to her, but you can't kick it back.
Yeah, and it's got to be an intentional kick, which I don't know how they exactly figure that out. But what if you intentionally head it back? Why is that different? I've never understood that.
Yeah, I haven't either. Hilltopper's coming down the right sideline. A kick down the right sideline is going to go over the end line, so it's going to be a goal kick. And we just had a substitution. I didn't see leaving the ball game. This time was Maria Montano, and not sure who. I didn't catch who came in for her, but now Ann Cernacek, the head coach of the Hilltoppers, and Alfonso Camarena is the head coach of St. Michael's. And right now, the Hilltoppers, Ann has everybody, all her. I mean, she's really bringing the fullbacks way up. And like Mike says, and there's a through ball right now that came right through the fullback, coming down the right sideline, cutting toward the middle, and finally coming in to pick it up for Los Alamos that time. Boy, exactly what we were talking about, Mike. All the fullbacks are spread across the 50-yard line, and then all of a sudden the ball gets away from them, and then St. Michael's takes off. So we have a handball violation called against St. Michael's. Hilltoppers will get a direct kick, and putting it down to kick it away for Los Alamos is going to be Mackenzie Achave. So Mackenzie with the ball right at the 40-yard line, right smack in the middle of the field. So Mackenzie almost 50 yards out. She's going to bring it right, one bouncer, right to Marissa Dominguez. Well, we've had some really interesting players. We've had some girls that, I mean, they could rifle the ball, and they'll be out there. I remember some of the girls, they come out there, and you get out there about, oh, here we go. Forget that. Now, let's see, here comes Jada Lujan once again. She had a girl open in front of her, couldn't thread the needle, and Los Alamos is able to pick it back up. Comes up to the midfield circle, picked up there by Los Alamos. Los Alamos is gonna bring it up right now to Carly Holland. Holland, a very good basketball player for Los Alamos. And it's passed down the left sideline, comes right to Jada Lujan. Lujan being very, very active here for St. Michael's. But what I was going to say is we've had a couple of girls could put that ball down around the 35-yard line, almost on the hash mark. And boy, I mean, they could just drill it. I mean, all the goalie could do is just watch. Well, there's a body block.
Ow! Well, you could hear that from up here, too.
Boy, yes. Wow. That was Mackenzie Achave, but boy, I mean, the hard shot taken by Jada Lujan and right smack into the body of Mackenzie.
You know, one of the toppers down on one knee here, so we're going to take a timeout. I think that's Remelieu.
Yeah, Estella Remelieu.
So
she'll come out. And then coming in for her will be Kaylin Hansen.
By the way, Jane, on the last substitution, that was Gracie Hagenstad checking into the game for Los Alamos, the eighth grader.
All right.
So she makes a heck of an ice cream, too. You try that.
Yeah, that's probably why she made the team. So it's ice cream for everybody.
You're going to have ice cream after the game. Everybody knows that.
Yes. So we're going to have another goal kick for Los Alamos. Micah Stanfield will roll it over to the right side, and I'm bringing it up. Just the young lady that just checked in, Kaylin Hansen. She gets it to Tara McDonald. What's Tara doing all the way back there?
Okay, Tara's going the wrong direction.
Yeah, she was. She just kept dribbling right toward the Hilltopper goal. So a high kick, that's going to bounce out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for St. Michael's. They'll work down the left sideline, and they'll be about 30 yards out from the flag on the left side. So the throw just goes over everybody's head, picked up there by Los Alamos. And now down the right sideline come the Hilltoppers. Boy, great defensive play that time for St. Michael's by Cameron Gant. We have let's see, we have a St. Michael's girl flopped down, a little contact there, Grace Sandoval. But let's see, what are they going to? No, they're just going to say ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Another play on thing.
So, wow, a little nice forearm shuck there. And that was from Layla Carter of Los Alamos.
Boy, did she ever. That was something else. Boy, she just shoved her out of the way. The Hilltoppers bring it up right now, and it's picked up there by Meredith Brown for Los Alamos, one of the defenders, one of the fullbacks. They bring it down the left sideline. Going to come up now over to Layla Carter. Carter takes the shot. This one is going to come right smack in front of the goal, and had two girls there for Los Alamos in front of the goal. One was Marley Katko and then Tara McDonald, but unfortunately they could not get a hold of the ball. It was a 2-on-1 plus the goalie. They only had one defender back there with the goalie, but the Hilltoppers weren't able to get a good handle on the ball. They ended up kicking it over the end line. So now we're going to have a goal kick. So we're bringing in a new girl to make the goal kick instead of the goalie. And so anyway.
So heading into the 25th minute here, Jane still 1-0 ball game in favor of Los Alamos. Los Alamos scoring in the 9th minute. That one coming from Tara McDonald, unassisted. Well, very assisted actually, but not by her own team.
Yeah. So we're going to have, let's see, what are we calling here now?
I don't know. We're some sort of.
Well, for some reason, okay, they're just stopping play, and now they're going to bring it out to the 42-yard line. And
Toppers will get a free kick here.
Oh, okay.
So obviously some sort of.
St. Michael's are getting ready to throw it in. So Mackenzie Chavez, a long kick upfield, comes to the top of the penalty box. Hilltopper is trying to get a hold of it, and then there's this. Whoa! I don't know where that kick came from. I guess it was Tara McDonald, but she was right next to one of the St. Michael's girls, and almost looked like the St. Michael's girl kicked it.
I think it ricocheted off of her.
Or something, yes. And so a little more showing, and so whoa, we have a girl go down hard, and it's a Layla Carter. And so let's see. Oh, they're talking to this St. Michael's girl.
Oh. But, no finger wave yet. That's when you know it's serious. It was kind of a.
Yeah, that was Lauren Pecos.
Yeah.
But she just decked Layla Carter.
So Toppers will get a free kick out of this about 5 yards from the top of the penalty box on the right side. 26 minutes, almost into the 27th minute here.
Mackenzie Chavez and Tara McDonald lining it up. So we'll see. And so the wall is now up and not 10 yards back.
That is not even close to 10 yards. And the official's right there. He's not doing anything about it. That's like a 6-yard wall.
Yeah, about. Yes, exactly 6.
The official's not even. Well, the official's actually gone over to talk to the St. Michael's coach.
That's what, and that's what they always do. They put up the wall and they always put it like 5 yards, 6 yards up. Back,
which I've never understood. Okay, so I understand maybe you want to get a little bit of an edge, but make it make it the 8 yards. Maybe the official won't catch it. He's not gonna miss a 4-yard wall or a 6-yard wall.
Mackenzie Chavez just signaled 10 to the official, who's now slowly walking out. Okay, here we go.
The officials and absolutely no. Okay, so he moved it back to a 7-yard wall. He's really flexing his officiating muscles here, Gene.
Yes, he is. And Mackenzie's going to take it all by herself, it looks like. And she rolls it over to Tara. Tara with the shot. Whoa. Wow, what a save by Marissa Dominguez. Whoa. I mean, that thing was heading toward the left side of the goal. No way. It bounced right in. I don't know where she came from. She just came out of nowhere to grab that ball. It was on the way to the goal. Beautiful play by Mackenzie and Tara, but and a nice shot by Tara. But boy, you got to credit the goalie this time. Boy, she saved that one big time. So where are we, Mike, in this contest right now?
We are heading into we're at the tail end of the 28th minute, heading into the 29th minute here. And 1-0 ball game here at Sullivan Field. The St. Michael's Horsemen have really been able to move the ball fairly well into Topper territory most of this first half, but their passing, their short passing at least, has been a little suspect.
Yeah, it really has. And so Tara McDonald once again trying to come down the left side and pass over on the left side, picked off by St. Michael's. Long kick downfield by the Horsemen. That's going to go, let's see, over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for Los Alamos. And Mike read you the list of sponsors that we had. And we will bring those sponsors to you. And you can see the actual video commercials at halftime. But we really very, very thankful for the sponsors and their support of Los Alamos High School athletics and St. Michael's. Boy, beautiful play! Wow, I'm telling you, boy, credit that young lady. I'm telling you, that was and.
Well, that was a 1-on-4, and she was holding her own there. I think that was Eliana Levanto in the middle there, but Topper's all around her, and she was keeping the ball away from pretty good. Didn't really have any opportunity or any look at the goal, but I was going to get the ball.
They were all right there. They were all going for it, but she Major kept control.
So ball out of bounds is going to be inbounded by the Horsemen, and boy, right through traffic.
Oh, wow. That ball was right smack in front of the goal as it came rolling across the left side of the mouth of the goal, and it was right at the top of the goalie box. And boy, I mean, that was a dangerous one, I tell you. So the ball goes out of bounds off of Los Alamos, so it's going to be a corner kick. And the official is down.
Whoa!
So somebody. He says he's fine. He takes a bow, and he gets an applause from all the girls on the field.
Wow, I can't. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, he got decked pretty good too. He went down, and I think I'm not sure. He went by and said something to Tara. Tara was laughing out there, and now she's kind of covering her mouth with her jersey. So I don't know if she was the one that leveled him or not, but. Now
it might have been, somebody ran into him or something. And anyway, yes, I think the official taking a little breather here while went down pretty hard.
Yeah, but he stood up and just waved his arms up and then took a nice little bow. And
actually surprised that doesn't happen more often. The field official's kind of out there literally all by himself, and literally anybody could run over him.
Yeah, he's not a real big guy either.
So, now getting back to action here, and
so it's going to be it's just a drop ball for Los Alamos, almost a jump ball, but it's not anyway, it's a drop ball, and he just dropped it right in front of the goalie, and Micah Stanfield just let her kick it. So here comes Los Alamos. Marley Katko. Katko tries to get the shot. Her shot is blocked, and it's going to come over on the right side. But Marley, coming in right into the middle, had the opportunity, but good play that time by the Horsemen defenders. And we have a girl down for St. Michael's. That is Jada Lujan. Jada had been very active here in this ball game.
Looks like she's okay. She gets up off the ground and looks like she's ready to go again. Yeah, Jada's probably been the one most active horseman on the field.
So they throw the ball into her, comes down to Tara McDonald. Tara has it stolen away momentarily, and then stolen back for Los Alamos by Carly Holland. And so now we have a St. Michael's girl down, but nothing called. Lay on.
Play on.
Oh, and she went down hard, too. Tara with the ball. Tara brings it over, and she's going to try to get it over to the left side of Carly Holland. Cannot. So it's going to be.
I think we have a handball off of Los Alamos, or
yeah, it's going to be a free kick for St. Michael's if they keep rolling the ball, and they finally roll it up to the 25-yard line and in St. Michael's territory.
Although we remember we got a really nasty email one year that saying that's not a handball, it's something else. I forgot what.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was it was very technical, and you know, we are nothing if not technical soccer experts. Right. So
that's some kind of a digital violation. So or what they should call it is a thumbs up anyway. So the long kick downfield, two bouncer comes right to Marissa Dominguez. It's all by herself back there. Nice kick upfield. That's picked up there by Tara McDonald. And we should have had a handball called against St. Michael's, but they didn't. And so battling for it right now is Layla Carter. Carter comes over to Tara. Tara goes into a double team, comes back to Layla. Layla takes the shot. That's going to be deflected off of St. Michael's over the end line. They're going to give it a goal kick. That should be a corner kick.
Well, no, they're calling something before the ball got over the end line. I don't know what they were calling. The side official calling something.
He looks like he's calling offsides.
I don't agree with that because the ball was already being kicked. When I think he's going to call that on the eighth grader, Gracie Hagenstad. That might be a rookie call.
Yes.
You know, if you're a junior, you can get away with that. If you're an eighth grader, not so much.
Yeah, right. Layla Carter with it for Los Alamos is going to go out of bounds, and the Hilltoppers lose it out of bounds, so it'll be deep in their own territory. St. Michael's will bring it down the left sideline.
Roughly 6 minutes left here in this first half of play at Sullivan Field. Still 1-0 in favor of the Toppers. Got an early goal. Teams kind of traded back and forth. Neither team up after the first about 10, 12 minutes or so have had a great opportunity to score.
Yeah, and I'm not so. I mean, I'm telling you, if they had not, Tara hadn't gotten that. Tara hadn't gotten that easy goal. Run out of batter.
I don't know. Well, Todd's backpack. I have no idea. Not sure if we're right now. We are going to go off and then. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, are we back on? Hope
Yes, we
we're
are.
back on. All right.
All right. Equipment malfunction.
That's right.
Yes.
The hamster got loose. Boy, oh boy, those things sometimes they have a mind of their own. I swear.
They can very undependable. So we are back. Nothing really happened while we were gone. We have one of the Hilltopper girls just gets shoved down, but I think they are going to call that one.
I believe so. Yes. We're getting a talking to.
Oh, that was Tara McDonald too. Tara's not an easy girl to.
No, she's tough to bring down. And
Grace Sandoval gets the finger wave. So it's going to be a free kick for Los Alamos, but they're deep in their own territory. Comes down the right sideline. And this one's going to go out of bounds off of Los Alamos. And it'll be about halfway down the right sideline, or they'll work up the left sideline. And so Jada Lujan, who's been very, very active and is trying her best to get her to get around Kaylin Hansen. Hansen was like nothing doing. So now the ball's going to go out of bounds off of. Well, it looked like it went off. Well, they're going to give that to Los Alamos, and
I thought that went off of Los Alamos.
And so did I. Gracie Hoggins saw it. It came right off of her.
And Kaylin Hansen trying to throw the ball in 2 yards further away than it went out. But the official puts a stop to that instantly.
Yeah. So we're picking it up for Los Alamos at Kaylin Hansen. And can't do anything with it, so she clears it down the right sideline, goes out of bounds. Hilltopper, the throw in comes from St. Michael's right to Tara McDonald. McDonald brings it back to one of her fullbacks as she scoots it back to Meredith Brown. And so St. Michael's again on the attack. And they had, I'm telling you, Jada Lujan, I mean, she was expecting that pass, and she was wide open on the other side of the field. And so right now, Mike, we're unofficially are in the final 2 minutes of this half.
Yes, unofficially. The official time, of course, is kept on the field, the scoreboard clock, which is always working perfectly. So I'm sure that's exactly what time it is.
No, exactly. Yeah, there's no problemo with the scoreboard.
But that is unofficial time. So we will see. We needed a second ball here. The first ball apparently got away.
Yeah, so
always remember, bring 2 balls.
That's right, bring 2. So here we go as Mackenzie Ashave will make the direct kick.
We have a stoppage of play here. I'm not quite sure what's going on. The sideline official and the field official, the far sideline official, are talking things over.
Yeah, the ball on the 38-yard line, so almost about 48 yards out. Mackenzie just waiting. Now the official coming back onto the field. Boy, we have, quite a line of players up there on the top of the penalty box. Nice shot nice kick by Mackenzie. Just floats just left. Well, that was a pretty kick, and coming over, Estella Remelieu was right there in case somebody deflected it. But boy, that was a nice kick by Mackenzie because that was way out. So she will. So let's see. We got probably unofficially about a minute to go. 1-0 ball game as the goalie decided to set up Tara McDonald with a perfect shot. Yeah, kind of like, here, you think you can make this? Think you can get it? You think you can get it by me? So anyway, so we're right now, both teams just gathered up around midfield, ball doing nothing. And so, well, I'm not sure what they're doing.
I think they got a push off here on St. Mike's. So Toppers will have a free kick. They're near the far sideline, right around the 40-yard line. So,
yeah, Mackenzie Achave will once again take the kick. It comes to the top of the penalty box, and there's a scramble for it. Hilltopper's still trying to get a hold of it. There's a shot by Los Alamos, and that shot taken by Tara McDonald, I do believe.
Which I think that was a Chave that took that.
No, okay.
No, it couldn't have been a Chave. Or could it have been?
Okay.
It wasn't Tara. That's all I know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either. And then I looking down there, and I thought, kick comes over to the right side of the goal. Micah Stanfield just lets it go. It's going to be a goal kick. And for Los Alamos, they're going to say a corner kick.
I'll be darned.
It just went over the end line, and Micah just let it go.
I didn't see any topper particularly near that.
Yeah, I didn't either. So they're going to send over. They're going to. Eliana Lovato is going to make the corner kick.
We have a topper down on one knee on the far side.
Yeah, this is the. Yeah, that's Jenna Montoya.
She's going to walk it off. I don't think they're going to let her, though.
Well, yeah, coming into the ball game is Deja Fellers. So Deja comes in. We're ready for the Eliana Lobato with the corner kick, and right in the middle of the pack. Attempted header by St. Michael's is missed. Hilltoppers pick it up, and Hilltoppers still trying to clear it out. They bring it over onto the right sideline. St. Michael's still on the attack, and suddenly the Eliana Lovato was triple teamed by Los Alamos, and then one bouncer comes down to. Is that Micah? I don't think that's Micah in the goal. So
can't be more than a few seconds left here.
No, they
have an offside call against St. Mike's with not much time left.
No, I mean it's just this unofficial 2 minutes has been going. That's like the first quarter of the football game the other night. We didn't think it was ever going to end. So free kick for Los Alamos. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Long kick. And that will do it.
All right.
Mike, the 1-0 ball game right now. The Hilltoppers on the score by Tara McDonald in the 9th minute. And we're going to send it back to Charlene. And we're going to hear from our very fine sponsors.
Well, it's great to see Topper sports season kicking off again. I'm Troy Hughes. I'm the fire chief here in Los Alamos. And we're glad to see COVID kind of waning and people getting back to their normal activities. One of the things that hurt us during this time period was our lack of people. So we need recruits. We need cadets to come to work for Los Alamos Fire Department. It's a great career, very rewarding, good pay, good benefits, great retirement. You get to work out and maintain your Topper strength. So we're hoping that a few good people will come to work for us in the next year, and we hope that the Toppers win. So go Toppers.
Hello, I'm Deputy Chief Oliver Morris of the Los Alamos Police Department, and I just want to take a few moments of your time to talk about some safety initiatives that we want to bring forth to the community as the 2022-2023 school year starts in Los Alamos. School is right around the corner, and we want to remind parents and students to make sure that you leave enough time to get to school on time so we're not rushing. As you can see behind me, all school zones are 15 miles an hour when students are going to school, even if they're not present. So let's slow down and just make sure our students are safe. Secondly, I want to remind us that when the buses are stopped and their stop signs and lights are activated, we want traffic to stop in both directions to allow time for students to cross the street to keep them safe. The other thing I want to talk about is our school campuses. It's important to remember that during school, campuses are closed to the general public, as well as the playgrounds and facilities, while school is in session. This also includes Sullivan Field and the Sullivan Field parking lot. We want to make sure that school is meant for just school hours and school staff. Please check in with the staff regularly if you're going to be planning on visiting our campuses. We have a long history at Los Alamos to have amazing school resource officers. These officers are there to provide an atmosphere of safety and security for our students and faculty, but they're also there to foster positive relationships with students. So we use our school resource officers just to ensure that everything is safe in our schools. The other thing I'd like to direct our community to is on the losalamosschools.net website. If you click on the Safety and Wellness section, you will see that there's the See Something, Say Something app. This app is a great tool to report anything that has to do with safety, whether it's bullying or whether it's a suspicious person on campus or anything you think is safety related for our schools. Please use this app to report any suspicious behavior so that we can work in concert with the Los Alamos Public Schools to make sure everyone is safe. And that's the final message that I have for you today. And I just want to make sure that we have a safe and fun school year, and go Toppers.
Greetings, Hilltoppers. I'm Brian DeAndrea of TechSource Incorporated. We are a science and engineering consultancy headquartered in Los Alamos, and for over 20 years have been providing the hard-won knowledge and skills from this community to organizations around the nation. It is our pleasure to support Los Alamos and Hilltopper sports. Good luck and have fun. Go Hilltoppers!
Join the University of New Mexico Los Alamos for the exceptional education. Join us for the small class sizes. Join us for the quality faculty and staff who are dedicated to your success. Whatever your reason for joining us, start here, go anywhere. Go Hilltoppers!
We understand the challenge of explaining to kids that money doesn't grow on trees. At Los Alamos Schools Credit Union, we have all of the tools you need for your kids to learn good financial habits. We offer a free student checking account with debit card, 24/7 online banking, and great member service to help you and your family's finances stay on track. And right now, we're offering a back-to-school bonus deposit with every new student checking account open before October 1st. Grow with us at Los Alamos Schools Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Hi there, my name is Kristen O'Hara, and I'm the Director of Interpretation at Pajarito Environmental Education Center. We are the nonprofit that runs the Los Alamos Nature Center. Bears are active in Los Alamos during spring, summer, and fall. New Mexico Game and Fish recommend the following 6 bear-wise basics to keep you and our bears safe. Do not feed or approach bears. Whether it's unintentional or intentional, feeding black bear in our community is incentivizing them to come into our residential neighborhoods for food. And we do not want to do that. They are wild animals. They're equipped for finding food themselves. Our people food is not the best thing for them. As far as approaching bears in the wild, it is best to stay away from black bear. If a black bear hasn't seen you and you happen to see one across the street from you, take a moment to have that beautiful experience, but do not approach a black bear. Make sure to secure your garbage cans and recycling. Bears have a very keen sense of smell and can rip open garbage cans very easily, so having them secured with some sort of bungee cord or something to keep the lids down is the best way to keep our bears in our community safe. Remove bird feeders during prime active bear times. Black bears in Los Alamos are active anywhere between the very end of April, May to the middle of November. So during those times, anything we can do to keep our bears safe by not giving them food is better for bears and better for us. So at night, for instance, at the nature center, we take down the bird feeders that we have outside and put them back up in the morning. So that is something you can do. But if you do have a bear at your house that has eaten from your feeders, make sure to take your feeders down for a length of time around 2 weeks, so the bear does not acclimatize to coming to your house for food. Do not leave your pet food outside. If you happen to feed your animals outdoors, put your food bowls out there, make sure your animals have your fill, but make sure you bring them in after your animal is done eating. That'll, again, keep the bears safe. Clean and store your grills. That means cleaning your grills thoroughly, removing all fat and food that could have dropped in the base of the grill, and then storing it in an inaccessible place, so a place the bears cannot get to, like a garage or even inside your house, if that's a possibility. I know not everybody has a garage, but just keeping in mind a good place to store a grill that is away from that can be away from bears accessing it. And I guess our last bear safety tip is to tell your neighbors, communicate with your neighbors and your friends about bears that have been spotted in the area, or these safety tips that you've learned here today. The more knowledge we can give to our neighbors and our friends, the better, and it will keep our bear neighbors and our human neighbors as safe as possible. Good luck, toppers, on your season.
Welcome back here to Sullivan Field. We are just about to wrap up halftime here between the Los Alamos High School Hilltopper girls soccer team and the St. Michael's Horsemen. So a nice day here at Sullivan Field. Getting a little bit overcast, a little surprised, but great temperature here and just fantastic day for soccer. Actually, temperature is very, very good. Not too hot, not too cold. This is what soccer players like. The Toppers up 1-0 here as we are heading into the second half of play. So the Toppers scoring in the 9th minute. That was Tara McDonald unassisted. So kind of an interesting play. The ball bounces over. Pretty harmless bounce to the goalkeeper for the St. Michael's Horsemen. That is Marisa Dominguez. Pick up the ball, or no, she did not pick up the ball. She kept the ball on the ground and kicked a line drive right at Terry McDonald, who was about 15 feet away at the or 15 yards away at the most. McDonald touches the ball back to her and into the upper right corner of the goal for the 1-0 advantage, and that's pretty much all we've had. The Toppers and the St. Michael's Horsemen have both taken 4 shots so far, both goalkeepers credited with 1 save. So nice save by goalkeeper Dominguez in the 28th minute. That prevented a goal. But other than that, the offense has been a little bit spotty in that first half, Gene. Both teams trying to put something together, but just not able to connect, especially on the opponent's side of the field. The defense has been pretty good. Topper defense has been playing a little bit on the edge in that first half, Gene, really pinched up. We saw them up around the 40-45 yard line of the football field, and St. Michael's was actually able to get free behind the defense. But like I said, they were not really able to connect on some of their passes.
Yeah, it's been amazing because Ann Cernicek, the coach, she has brought her fullbacks up. I mean, all the way up. Like Mike said, they'll line up on the 45 yard line in Hilltopper territory, but we've even seen them move across midfield. And it's been pretty dangerous because we've had a couple of instances where the ball was suddenly stolen away by St. Michael's, and then all they had to do was just boot it downfield, and right away they were behind our fullbacks. So, but right now we're going to have St. Michael's is going to do the honors and kick off to start this second half, and Eliana Lovato.
The all-important second half kickoff here, Jane.
So Eliana puts the ball down and waiting for the signal from the official, gets it. So, so she just kicks it back to one of her girls, and she just brings it right back to Tara Schneider. And the Hilltoppers now pick it up. They bring it down the left sideline. They're trying to get it down to Deja Fellers, the freshman, but Deja can't keep up with it. It goes over the end line. That'll make it a goal kick. And so they lining it up for the goal kick will be Logan Hunt. And Mike, they did have a separate goalie. I don't know who she was, but that's Micah. That is Marissa Dominguez back into the goal, but I don't know who that was in the last couple of minutes of the half. They had a different goalie, but we don't have any other goalie listed. So the Hilltoppers playing around with it in midfield. Now it's stolen away. Now St. Michael's on the attack. There goes the through ball. There's going to be a race for it, coming all the way out of the goal, having to come out of the penalty box, all the way out of the penalty box. And Micah Stanfield, because there was a race for the ball and Los Alamos was going to lose. So Micah came all the way out. She left the penalty box. And once she loses the penalty box, she loses all her rights as a goalie. And, but she was able to get the foot on it and bring it upfield, and it goes out of bounds right at the midfield flag. So St. Michael's will inbound it, and the Hilltoppers will bring it up. So St. Michael's, they've been the ones on the attack most of this ball game, and the Hilltoppers are just, that was a lucky goal, I'll tell you. Like they say, like I said, Mike, that was almost an own goal. That was a goalie almost scored that herself.
Didn't make it a whole lot more difficult on Tara than just kicking it in herself.
Really. Well, at least it gets the assist. So anyway, and so. Well, they say a long kick downfield, and we're going to stop play here as we have a violation against Los Alamos. And as they retrieve the ball, they're going to bring them back up to the 40-yard line in Hilltopper territory. It's going to be a free kick, and a free kick once again for Lauren Pecos. Pecos will line it up. He's just a little off the left side, the right sideline. Kick comes down into the pack, easily picked up by Los Alamos in the long kick up field, and they get it to Marley Katko. Here comes Katko, and Katko is decked. Marley, I mean, she was just coming down. I mean, it was just her one-on-one with the goalie, with the defender for St. Michael's, and the defender just, I mean, she just put up a brick wall, and Marley ran into her, and Marley went flying. But anyway, Marley's fine, but Marley was the only one attacking that time. So now we have another violation, Mike, right there at midfield.
It's like it's going to be a push off on Los Alamos, so St. Mike's will get the free kick in St. Mike's territory. As we were just underway here in the second half, 1-0 ball game, and
oh my God, we're 3 yards. Whoa, my golly, 5 yards up the field. Boy,
that is a 5-yard penalty on St. Mike's.
Oh, that's a danger violation, and so Cameron Gaunt will make the kick. Comes a little line drive worm burner, never made no elevation whatsoever, and the Hilltoppers pick it up. Pass down the left sideline, and once again, They are trying to get it up there to the same situation as before, as they were trying their best to get it up to Deja Fellers. And once again, Deja, sprinting as fast as she can down that left sideline, trying to get to the ball. And that's exactly the way we started the second half.
Yeah, it was Deja all over again.
Deja vu. Her last name should be Vu.
I don't see why it isn't.
Really.
But I'm sure that is the last time we will make that joke this season, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll put that one away. Maybe. So Hilltoppers, top of the penalty box, working with it for Los Alamos was Tara McDonald. Brings it all the way back to the midfield circle, and picked up there. And now they're going to have the pass is going to come up to Jada Lujan, and Lujan coming down that.
Actually, I think that was Sophia Mieta.
You are correct, sir.
And she's a small girl. That's just a freshman, but a nice move. Then try to left footer to go toward the near post, but that was off the mark. That goes out over the end line. That'll be a goal kick for Los Alamos.
And then Micah just brings it over to the left side, and so St. Michael's just picks it up immediately on top of the penalty box. St. Michael's trying to line up a shot. They cannot line up a shot. Is coming out of nowhere for Los Alamos that time was Estelia Remeliu, and Remeliu right there for Los Alamos. And now the ball coming down the left sideline doesn't go out of bounds. As it was Tara and one of the girls. There's a nice shot by Tara. Whoa! Wow! That was like about 6 inches above the crossbar. Otherwise, that thing was in. No two ways about it. But the ball came down the left sideline, and it was Tara and a young lady from St. Michael's battling it out. And then the St. Michael's girl stumbled and fell. So that gave Tara sole possession of the ball. And boy, she made a beautiful shot. Just barely cleared the crossbar.
Wow, that was a heck of a look there by Tara. Great effort on that side. First of all, I didn't think she had a prayer to stop that ball before it went out of bounds. She ran it down and then made a nice move, getting about 10, 15 yards from the sideline, and then put a great kick in, and it just sailed on her.
A little bit. Yeah, when she saved it from going out of bounds, the ball was on the line. And in soccer, it has to be all the way across the line. So it's on top of the line like it was. It's still in bounds. So Tara took advantage of that. So it's still a 1-0 ball game, however. St. Michael's up to midfield, and battling for it right now is Sophia Miera. The Hilltoppers pick it up, and now heading down that right sideline for Los Alamos. And there's a crossing pass that's going to come right to Marissa Dominguez. And a little crossing pass that came from Carly Holland. Kick upfield, picked up by Los Alamos, and they lose it out of bounds. Right at the flag, right in front of us. The non-substitution flag. So Mackenzie Chavez picks it up for Los Alamos. Long kick downfield, trying to get it to Tara, and it's going to be just scooted out of bounds by St. Michael's. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it. And that's going to be Maria Montano. Boy, Maria, not a very big girl, I'm telling you. Little tiny thing. And so it's the ball is Did they decide yet? Oh, they're going to say it's off of Los Alamos now. Well, I mean, the throwaway and now Los Alamos. So excitement abounds here at this point.
Who's going to throw it in? You don't need, they'd keep you guessing.
Yeah, they really do. That's the nice thing about soccer. Like, there goes Tara. Let's see. Carly Holland is decked. Boy, she went down and then she almost did a somersault. But she got hit pretty good. So now here comes Mackenzie Ashave and Tara McDonald. Line it up. They put the ball down on the 25-yard line on the right hash mark of the football field. So about 35 yards out, and Tara takes the shot, long shot over the top of the goal.
Toppers right now have taken 6 shots to 4 by the Horsemen. The Horsemen have not gotten a shot off so far in this second half, as we are 51 minutes in to this second half. Still 1-0 ball game here at Sullivan Field between the Hilltoppers and the St. Michael's Horsemen. You're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post Game of the Week and girls soccer. Topper girls 1-0 coming into this ball game after an impressive victory over usually a pretty good program, Socorro, and hold the lead here now against a pretty solid program as well in St. Michael's.
So Hilltoppers coming down the right side of the penalty box, and a quick shot taken by Los Alamos. And that was Tara McDonald once again. But, yeah, Mike, these broadcasts being brought to you by the Daily Post, the online newspaper here in Los Alamos. And we really want to thank the Daily Post for their support and for coming to our rescue after the demise of KRSN. Carol Clark stepped up and put this thing together along with Nate Limback and John McHale. So we're really grateful to all of them, especially Carol Clark and all the people of the Daily Post. Great bunch of people. So anyway, long kick down the left sideline by St. Michael's is going to come in. There's a shot taken by St. Michael's coming in from that left side. We have a Hilltopper girl down. That shot was taken by Jada Lujan, but I'm not sure who is down for Los Alamos, but right down on the. It's a cramp, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that is correct.
And Mackenzie Ashave, and that's what the indication is. Yeah, I think she got a cramp, and she's going to stay in.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
But cramps are something you got to watch out for, especially in this early part of the fall season. It was still a little warm.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Ball bouncing around near the mouth of the Hilltopper goal, but that's going to scoot over the goal line. And so it'll be a goal kick for Los Alamos.
So Micah, they chased the ball all the way back on the other side of the track.
No ball shaggers today, unfortunately. And Micah, well, let's just say if she was auditioning for the role of the Flash, she would not get it. It wasn't exactly burning rubber there, getting the ball.
No, she certainly was not. So.
And we have another topper down here near the 35-yard line. I think it's Carter.
Yeah, she's the same thing. She looks like she's cramped up too. Look at the way she's walking. Layla Carter, and she got up and it was the same thing. looked as she was walking a little stiff-legged. There's a ball all the way through. Here comes Marley Katko right down the middle. Marley ready for the shot. She gets it and in. Marley Katko. Boy, a beautiful pass upfield to Marley Katko. She just took it all by herself. She had a one-on-one with the goalie. She came right smack down the middle of the field, and then she put that in just to the left side of the goal. So Marley Katko, the sophomore, and she scores for Los Alamos to make it 2-0. But a beautiful pass upfield to Marley. It was a through ball, went through every one of the Hilltop of the St. Michael's defenders. Marley was behind everybody. And Marley just, all she had to do, I mean, it was just going to be, Marley, can you control it? And can you get control it all the way to the goal, which she did. And then she just put in a beautiful shot. So that makes it 2-0, Mike.
Wow, great effort there. And Marley went straight down the field. There was nobody there for the Horsemen. Just right smack down the field, got a great pass from the right side. I did not see who got the pass to her, but she broke perfectly timed, beats her defender, and then has a perfect one-on-one shot with the goal once it goes into the low and near sidelines in the corner, and she's able to give the Toppers a 2-0 cushion.
Yeah, yeah, it was just a beautiful pass. I wish we had picked up who made the pass. There was a lot of green jerseys over there, but that pass came through and it just went through the line of white jerseys. And boy, Marley, like Mike said, Marley timed her move perfectly because she avoided all the offsides, everything. She was just all set when that pass started to go. Marley took off. So a 2-0 ball game, and that score coming in about around the 55th minute.
55th minute. So Toppers with a 2-goal cushion here as we go into the 56th, nearing the 57th minute. Push off here by Los Alamos, and we'll get a free kick for the Horsemen just inside of Topper territory.
Yeah, the ball in the midfield circle, and there's a shot that comes into the top of the penalty box. The ball's still loose. Looked like it was going to roll away, but St. Michael was able to recover and get it going. They still have it. They're still working with it. And finally, they do lose it over the end line. And so
going to get a stoppage of play, and I think Carter is going to check out here for the Toppers. And I think that was Hagenstad that checked back in.
Yeah. So Jenna Montoya will make the throw in. She brings it down the right sideline and just cleared out by St. Michael's, and another long throw in down the sideline. The ball is still in bounds, and as they come down the right sideline, the Hilltoppers trying to make the turn, and a quick shot taken by Los Alamos. And I think that was Tara McDonald came right to the goalie, Marissa Dominguez, and also she tried to catch it. She didn't catch it. It hit her right in the hands, worst place you can possibly hit them. And she ends up dropping the ball that we did have a Topper trying to come in, but she had no way to get to it, as Marissa just able to pick up the ball. But that's the kind of thing you look for, though, when they take those hard shots. Are they going to rebound? Because some of those shots come from people like Tara. They're zingers. So where are we, Mike? We got chasing the ball down again.
Yes, St. Mike's will inbound the ball deep in Topper territory, about the 15-yard line. And no, they're gonna push her back to the 20.
Wow.
Big penalty there.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be a hard first down to pick up now.
I know, really. 5 yards for encroachment. The ball comes over now to Micah Stanfield. She picks it up. Micah with a nice kick up field, and that's going to come into the midfield circle and picked up there for Los Alamos. Picked up there by Marley Katko. Marley trying to get it up to Tara McDonald, cannot. And St. Michael's is going to come up to Marley again. Marley gets a little shove. Marley shoves right back. And now a pass down the left sideline. And this one's going to come down to Deja Fellers. And Fellers, the freshman, she gets it in the middle. Here comes Tara McDonald. Boy, and that's just, that was, talk about a gimme. That was a gimme. So the combination of Marley Katko and Deja Fellers moved that ball up and then got it right to Tara McDonald, who was wide open. And Marissa Dominguez, she didn't have a prayer. Not a prayer. She was kind of shifted toward the left side of the goal. And, Tara just put it right smack into the right side. But it was so simple. From here you could see that there was no way in the world it was going to be defended in any way possible. All Tara had to do was just put it in. 3-0, Mike.
Yeah, great shot there. A left footer by McDonald, and Dominguez just out there on an island. She just had to pick her poison and picked incorrectly, and Tara made her pay. It's that simple. And Tara can put the ball wherever she wants to and on the goal. And if you're, at that range, you don't have a chance of stopping that.
No, none. That's probably why Marissa just stayed where she was.
Might as well. She has as good a chance where she was standing as moving. So
yeah, she didn't have a single prayer on that one. So the Horsemen in the midfield circle, and now they bring it out and bring it upfield. They come over to the left sideline. Oh, nice move by Eliana Lovato. As she comes down the right sideline, she's still with it. Now she centers it. Shot taken by beautiful shot taken that time and that one by Grace Sandoval. But right there in perfect position was Micah Stanfield. So right now, Mike, the Hilltoppers have not been scored upon. It was 10-0 against Socorro on Tuesday, and they mercy ruled them. And St. Michael's has not scored here. So right now, the Hilltoppers have 13 goals, and it's in this short season, and nobody scored against them. There's another through ball. Here comes Marley. Marley in a hurry. She's got to come down the right sideline and coming all the way out of the goal that time. Marissa Dominguez. She had to come out of the goal, out of the penalty box. She was all the way almost to the sideline. And to get over there and kick it away from Marley. Do you have something for me, Mike?
Well, Jane, here we are, 62nd minute, and want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We'll do that momentarily as when we get a little bit of a break in the action.
Yeah, so it's a throw in for Los Alamos.
Ooh, bad throw in.
I think so. Bad. So they're going to bring it back to Jenna Montoya.
Are they calling it a corner? What are they doing here?
I have no idea what they're doing. Well, it's another one of those things where she was.
Well, she was not at the right place for the throw in, but they actually moved her up, which is unusual. Yeah, they will move her back. Yeah. But if she wants to throw it behind where it went out, why is that a problem?
Yeah, now they're going to tell her they're going to have her throw it in again.
Oh, did we just get a yellow card?
Oh my golly, a card
to one of the horsemen.
Yeah,
I have no idea what for.
Cameron Gaunt. Yeah, I don't know what there was nothing going on, absolutely nothing, and then Jenna made the throw in, and then she made the throw in, and she got the throw in up to Deja Fellers, and then they just stopped play, and then came over and gave the ball back to Jenna to throw in. But in the meantime, they handed a yellow card to one of the St. Michael's players. So no idea what that was about.
I had no idea. There was a lot of people standing around. I didn't see anything happening.
So we're gonna have a couple of substitutions as pick up who's coming in, will you, Mike?
Well, let's see.
Deja Fellers and Marty Katko check out.
Nice if they turned around at some point, but they're not going to apparently.
Yeah,
so I think that was
Nora Johnson.
Yeah, I believe that's correct, and there was one on the other side as well. So Toppers with the ball near the top of the penalty box.
Oh,
one of the Toppers went into her own bench trying to run that down.
Yeah, it was Carly Holland. She's trying to run it down, and she slipped, and boy, I mean, she just slid right into the bench.
Like Carly Holland, one of the most fearless female athletes we've had at this school in a while.
Yes. Very good basketball player. As the kick comes out, Micah has to come out of the has to come up to pick it up, and then we have a collision between Micah and one of the St. Michael's girls. And
field official coming over to check on the horseman girl down, but when he was running over, I thought he was going to go yell at her.
Yeah, so did I. So he stops the clock and
does he have his card out? I think he does.
Yeah, he certainly does. Well, he had a collision. She had a collision with Micah, and Micah was trying to. The ball was coming to Micah, and she was coming. The young lady was coming in from St. Michael's, and I don't know whether they're checking her for almost like a head thing.
They were flashing. Yeah, it looked like they were flashing some light in her eye to check she was all right. Yeah. Actually brought the card out just in case. She is going on.
This is a red?
That looked like a red card.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Holy mackerel, Chloe Stevens. And it wasn't that big a collision.
It was not. And it was, there was a little bit of collision with the goalkeeper, but it was hardly the most egregious one I've ever seen. And we have had, I think we've had a red card issued.
Unbelievable. I still can't figure out why you get a red card with that. My God, maybe a yellow card because they did have a collision as Micah was trying to go for the ball, but I don't know where they're digging up the red card.
That certainly looked red to me, but
yes.
In any event, we'll see what they ultimately say, but a red card on that's ridiculous.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, the clock is stopped unofficially at 64 minutes gone in this contest.
So the field official going to run to one side to tell one sideline official, and then all the way to the other sideline to tell the other official what's going on.
Yes, amazing. So,
oh boy, if that in fact was a red card, and I believe it was,
it was.
That's a ridiculous call.
Yeah, it really was. So right now, Micah Stanfield is just standing in the middle of the penalty box.
Alfonso Camarena is the horseman coach. I would think he'd be flailing around and yelling, and we're not seeing that from him. I don't know what we don't know the specifics, but if it was called on the collision, that wasn't much of a collision.
No, and Micah was fine. Nothing happened to Micah, and then the young lady went down, but they just and everybody ran over there, and then they were checking her out, like Mike says. They're shining lights in her eyes, and so we're ready to go as The official drops the ball right in front of Micah. She makes the kick. It's a short kick, and St. Michael's still with it. There's a shot by St. Michael's. Whoa! I thought they had that one. Boy, I thought that was in for sure. I mean, a nice shot that time taken by Jada Lujan, but I don't know how she missed that.
I must have been deflected because the ball went well over the end line. Nobody's moving. So, I think it was deflected off one of the toppers, but point blank shot. And I didn't think Los Alamos had any prayer of getting in front of that.
I didn't either. So unofficially, we are in the 66th minute. And, of course, they play 2 40-minute halves. And there's no danger of overtime in this one. Long kick is going to go over the end line. Micah will chase it down. It'll be a goal kick.
And listening to the game of the week here on the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel, want to give a quick shout out to our fine sponsors. Those are the Los Alamos Police Department and the Los Alamos County Fire Department. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all you do for us here in Los Alamos County. Also want to thank TechSource, the Los Alamos Schools Credit Union. We want to thank the University of New Mexico at Los Alamos. And I'm a New Mexico State Aggie alum, but I'll let that go. Los Alamos County Pajarito Environmental Education Center. Thank you very much for your support of Hilltopper Sports. We do appreciate it. As girls soccer here on the game of the week. By the way, Gene, we got football coming up tomorrow. Yes. If you want to go check that out, Los Alamos versus Taos. Do not go to Taos.
No way.
You'll be sorely disappointed. The game will be played at Cuesta.
You get to go to the thriving city of Cuesta. Yeah, you're almost to the border. When you get to Cuesta,
you might as well go to Alamosa or something at that point.
Yes. So the ball comes over to the right side of the penalty box. St. Michael's with it, and they try to take a shot. And this one goes over the top of the goal.
Wow!
And they put together something there. One girl came in. She started to go. She booted it over, and then it was kind of just suddenly a quick kick, which went over the top of the goal. And I didn't see who made the kick, but I'm pretty sure it was a young lady that made the kick. I'm pretty sure it was, let me see. I think that was Tara Schneider, who was, anyway.
Couple of near misses here by the Horsemen the last few minutes, though, Gene.
Yeah.
That last one, I don't know how they missed that. And then that one, pretty good look there by Schneider, just got a little bit under it.
Yeah, and then Jada, and Jada Lujan. I mean, I still can't believe she didn't. I mean, she just had a wide open shot. But like you say, it must have been deflected somehow because she had a perfect opportunity. Anyway, so right now it's a 3-0 ball game here. Hilltoppers up on St. Michael's. So a good start for the Hilltopper girls. A 10-0 ball game against Socorro. A very good program, and then a good solid program, like Mike says, a good solid program at St. Michael's. And St. Michael's has been very aggressive. I mean, they have just come at Los Alamos, but just have not been able to put anything in the goal. But they certainly have had the opportunities. That's for sure. So anyway, let's see. We got a. Okay,
I have no idea where the ball is. Oh, okay. We're going to have a free kick for Los Alamos.
Oh, there it is.
It looks like Carter going to take that deep in Topper territory.
by St. Michael's, and we have a couple of girls go down. And one girl
official wasn't even looking in that direction.
No, he wasn't. The one St. Michael's girl is still down, and now she's up and limping a little bit, but she saved it from going out of bounds. That was Sophia Miera. She saved it from going out of bounds, and then as she came back in, there was a collision between her and one of the Hilltoppers, and like I say, the referee had his back to it. So let's see. We have a substitution here for Los Alamos.
So Katko coming back into the ball game. Yeah, one of them, and not sure who the other two Hilltopper substitutions there is. McDonald's down the right hash mark. And a shot. Holy moly. Unbelievable.
There goes Tara again. The hat trick for Tara McDonald. Boy, that just came out of nowhere. I mean, they just had a free kick. They booted it upfield, came to Tara. She came down that right hash mark, like Mike said. And all she did was, when she got in about 15 yards out, she just let it fly. And right smack into the left side of the goal.
Boy, she just makes that look so easy.
Yeah, she does.
She's one of the most fluid soccer players you will ever see. Just incredible control with the ball. She can place her shots pretty much wherever she wants to with no trouble whatsoever. And she is just, she's got so many tools in her bag. It's incredible. She is so dominant out there. It's amazing.
Yes, it really is. Yeah. So Tara McDonald picks up her third goal of this ball game. So she has one, she has three, and Marley Katko has one. So it's a 4-0 ball game right now. And as we have come down, we're going into the 70th minute, and it's actually the 71st minute. And so high kick comes down into the comes into the midfield circle, finally picked up there by St. Michael's. St. Michael's trying to bring it down the right sideline, and they're trying to get it once again to Eliana Lovato. But Lovato took a stab at it with her foot, but it just went flying by her. So it'll be a throw-in for Los Alamos, and they're deep in their own territory. They'll work down the left sideline. Let's see.
So Nora Johnson checking into the ball game for Los Alamos here on that throw-in.
So
I believe that is Montano going to the bench.
Yeah, Morea Montano. And we're clapping for somebody. I'm not sure.
There is some smattering of applause for something or other. And the official's got his notebook out. Oh,
golly, here we go. He's busy.
He's got the notebook, got the golf pencil. So something's cooking here, Gene.
Well, he got Mackenzie Ashavi leaving the ball game. So he must have given her a yellow card.
Oh, and he's going to go talk to Ann Cernicek.
And then coming in, here we go as usual.
And
number 20, the mystery player.
Awesome. So Mackenzie over there pleading her case. She has no idea why she picked up the yellow. I don't either.
I know it.
We had a.
No, I know there wasn't anything going on.
Yeah, there was a bunch of standing around. So Mackenzie has no idea why she picked up her yellow. We've seen a couple of very questionable yellows, and then a red card came absolutely out of nowhere.
Yes. That red card was ridiculous. The ball right now is sitting on the sideline of the football field, and And of course, that's about 5 yards in from the actual out of bounds in soccer. St. Michael's with the shot comes to the top of the penalty box and battled for it there. St. Michael's still fighting for it. It's finally going to be stolen away by Los Alamos. And here comes Tara McDonald. McDonald pass upfield, trying to get it to Marley Katko. Cleared back upfield by one of the fullbacks for St. Michael's. St. Michael's picks it up in the midfield circle. Pass over on the right side to Eliana Lovato. And Lovato takes a shot. That one is deflected. And that one's going to go out of bounds. I think right in front of the flag, I think, off of Los Alamos.
Yep, so St. Mike's will have a long throw in and near the corner.
Yeah, they're
sure who that is.
Yeah, they're not too far out from the flag. So they have to, once again, as they chase the ball down, so they make the throw in.
By the way, Ballschlager position's wide open here. If you're looking for something to do on in your afternoon, it's going to be a Ballschlager.
Really? It's an honorable profession.
It really is. Really, you're not going to get a lot of applause, but it is a job that must be done.
Self-satisfaction.
That's right.
Ball is stolen away by Grace Sandoval. Sandoval brings it up, and to Micah Stanfield, we have another collision. Oh, here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Oh my God. That collision was nothing, but anyway, he decided I think he's run out of cards, I think.
Yeah, he might have dropped it and hadn't been able to find it again. I don't know.
So anyway, Micah will take the kick. Very, very short kick picked up by St. Michael's. Is going to come to, as they're trying to get it into the middle, as they were trying to get it over this time to Tara Schneider. And Schneider has the ball stolen away from her. The Hilltoppers are going to come up. They're going to get it now to Layla Carter. Carter brings it up near the midfield circle where it's picked up by St. Michael's. They bring it down the left sideline, and it's deflected away by Los Alamos. And now Los Alamos is able to get a hold of it and bring it down the right sideline, their right sideline. And as St. Michael's, Los Alamos still with it. And Marley Katko gets it over, and there's going to be another goal.
Oh!
And whoa! How about that? Holy mackerel. And so that goal scored for the Hilltoppers, and you got to be kidding me, Mike. That was the mystery player.
That goal by number 20, and I don't have number 20.
That's who I thought it was. I was hoping it wasn't number 20. We have no idea who number 20 is.
And a beautiful assist by Marley. So Marley Katko came down and had a perfect pass over to our mystery player. I cannot believe it. I get these rosters, and I've got we've got like 20 girls on the roster. Get everything set up and everything, and then you come to the games and it's like, okay, who's number 20? I mean,
no clue. We have absolutely no clue who that is.
Can't be that hard to fill out a roster, but we've learned that it is.
You wouldn't think so, but it seems like that an issue for almost every sport that we cover.
Yeah, and I don't think Mike and Maury had it either, because Maury, he picks his up from the Max Preps just like we do. Here we go again. Marley Katko with it, and the ball is knocked away from Marley. It's going to go out of bounds off of, let's see, who's it going to think? I thought it was out of bounds off St. Michael's, but they're going to, and it is. So St. Michael's are going to throw it in, and now they are going to hand it over to Estella Remelieu, and she'll make the throw in.
A lot of standing around out there.
Well, there really is. I mean, it's almost like it's the last minute of the ball game, and so it's like. But right now we are roaring along, Mike.
into the 76th minute, almost to the 77th. Only
77th.
Only about 4 minutes remaining here unofficially in this ball game. Toppers will go on to win this ball game handily. They're up 5-0 right now. Interestingly, in the second half, though, Gene, St. Michael's has had a couple of opportunities and just misfired.
Yeah, they really have. So the next, let's see, I guess the next soccer game for the girls will be Santa Fe here on September 1st. But tomorrow we start the Lou Cernacek Invitational Tournament with the boys, and that's always a very prestigious tournament. Bring a lot of really good teams up into that tournament. And tomorrow, the Hilltoppers will start tomorrow morning at 8:00 against Bernalillo.
Yeah, that is a high-level tournament, probably the best tournament here in northern New Mexico.
Oh, without question.
And yeah, very, very solid. They're always a very good field on that one. And Los Alamos, the Los Alamos usually does pretty well in that tournament, but not always.
No, that's right. Yeah, in fact, last year they got knocked out in the semifinals last year, but then the team, I think might have been Deming. I'm not sure. I think it was Deming. Deming decided to head back to Deming rather than stick around for the final game on Saturday night, because they played on Saturday around noon, and actually went to overtime. They won it in overtime, knocking Los Alamos out. But then they took off. They said, we got to get home, and so that put Los Alamos back into the championship game, and Los Alamos won the championship game. So we always work it out somehow.
That's right. So we just find the team furthest away from Los Alamos, play them, and regardless of what happens, they'll have to go home at some point, and we end up in the championship.
Yeah, make sure you play them late in the afternoon. So.
Well, you guys really need to get on the bus. It's a long drive.
But that's, as far as I know, that's the only time I remember that ever happening. But it's always a very prestigious tournament. And so let's see, we're in the final, unofficially in the final 2 minutes, and not a heck of a lot going on down on that soccer field.
No, there's just little just playing kickball right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a whole lot else going on.
Stella Remilieu, and she has it stolen away by, is that Cameron Gant? He's back into the ball game. And boy, and almost another shot by Los Alamos. Yeah, Cameron, who got the yellow card, is back in the ball game. So
Tara McDonald's still out there. I'm a little surprised. They could have checked her out by now.
Well, yes, certainly. Pass downfield, picked up by Los Alamos, comes into the midfield circle, and boy, their pass that I thought was going to get through everybody, but a good job back there by Cameron Gant for St. Michael's. Long kick downfield, and trying to get to it that time for St. Michael's. Can't get to it, but so it's going to be a throw in for Los Alamos. So we've got unofficially about a minute to go, but I don't know. The clock is unofficial, and of course they have to try to coordinate it with the officials, who aren't really generous about telling us or tell you when they stop the clock and when they don't.
Yeah. But
the only time they did was they indicated to stop the clock when they gave that girl a red card. So, which I still don't understand.
I don't get that one, but in any event, I think that's going to do it. And there we are. Yes, that will do it. So, Hilltopper girls will prevail over the St. Michael's Horsemen here at Sullivan Field in their season home opener The Toppers winning this one 5-0. 4 goals in 4 shots to end the second half after a very, very tight first half. That only kind of a weird, fluky goal was the only difference at the halftime, but Los Alamos completely 100% dominating here in the second half, and they roll to a big victory over the St. Michael's Horsemen on the Los Alamos Daily Post game of the week here, girls soccer. So Toppers improved to 2-0 on the season and record their second straight lopsided shutout to start this year. Like we said at the top of the broadcast, Los Alamos really look like they are poised to do some really, really good things this year.
Well, we had that fluke goal right in the first half by Tara, and that was the only goal of the first half. Then 3 goals in the second half. You want to recap those, Mike?
Absolutely. As Gene just said, in the 9th minute, McDonald got Los Alamos on the board, got an interception from the goalkeeper. That was the easiest. That was the best pass you'll probably see all year, right from the goalkeeper right to her ankles, put it right back in, and put the Toppers on the board. Not much happening for either side beyond that in the first half. Then the second half, McDonald comes up with 3 goals, one in the 46th minute, a 25-yarder, would just say, or I'm sorry, in the 59th minute, she had a left footer and a 1-on-1 chance, and she scored again on in the 70th minute as well. So, and in the, am I missing a goal for her? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. So, anyway, kind of 3 nice goals there for McDonald. And then also getting into the act for the Toppers was Marley Katko. That came in the 55th minute. Beautiful run right smack down the middle of the field. And as she scores, she goes to the near post. And then, the great number 20. She really needs no introduction, James.
No, so everybody knows who number 20 is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that coming off an assist.
Don't even put her on the. Have to put her on the roster.
Don't even have to think about who it is.
Yeah, what's the point?
She got poor number 20 got the goal from Marley Katko. Off a nice assist that was late in the ball game to make the score 5-0. So 3 goals from Tara McDonald and a goal from Marley Katko. She also ended up with an assist in this ball game. 5-0 in favor of Los Alamos here on the game of the week. And boy, oh boy, St. Michael's it just year in and year out is a solid program. But Los Alamos just in that second half just completely took over the ball game. St. Mike's had a couple of opportunities, actually a couple of pretty good opportunities to get on the board. A couple of misfires by the Horsemen, which one I still don't know how she missed it. She was 10, 12 yards from the goal and looked like his goal was wide open. Just one of the Toppers apparently just got a piece of it and knocked it over the end line. But other than that, just all Los Alamos in that second half to a big victory over a very, very solid program.
Yes, it is. And if you want to find out who number 20 is, then read the summary of this game in the Daily Post. So are you going to write something up? Or
I will write something up. I'm not guaranteeing anything, Gene, to find out who that was.
All right, awesome. Okay, Mike. Well, let's see. The football team is going to Cuesta. We're not going to Cuesta, and they're supposed to play. They're playing Taos in Cuesta because the Taos field is. They were supposed to redo the field this summer, and they didn't get started, I guess, until mid-August or something. But typical. But anyway, so and then next Tuesday, we'll be in Griffith Gymnasium and to bring you volleyball against St. Pius. That's nominal time is at 6:00, and then on next Friday, and then a week from tomorrow, Friday night, is going to be the Hilltopper boys football team will take on Capital. So anyway,
no rivalry there, none whatsoever.
None. So well, and Marley's dad here is Marvin. So Marley, good game today for Marley.
Yeah, she had a good game.
Yeah, she looked good.
A little rough and rugged out there, but
yeah,
she worked through it.
Yeah,
she had a goal.
Yeah, she ran into a brick wall once, and then twice. All right, yeah. So
and
anyway,
she ended up passing.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, anyway, she played a great game.
Excellent game there by Marley. It's just a sophomore, but showing some promise here in the early part of the season. So
absolutely.
Tough. Keep up the good work.
All right, Marvin.
All right.
Tell Marley to do the same. So, okay. Well, Mike, any final thoughts?
Well, just a good, solid victory here early in the season for Los Alamos, and like we said, St. Michael's a very, very solid, very consistent program. A notch below the classification here for Los Alamos, but every single year St. Mike's is right there in the mix. But unfortunately, just not their day today. And Los Alamos, meanwhile, gets to 2-0 on the season. So young season, and we'll keep an eye on these Hilltoppers. We really like what we've seen. Good, very solid skill set by just top to bottom for Los Alamos. And
wait a minute, hold on.
And just a nice solid victory. So at any rate, I think we're going to wrap things up here. So thank you for listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post Game of the Week here on the Daily Post YouTube channel. And we will be back again next week for football, Los Alamos versus Capital.
Volleyball first.
Oh, and actually we have some volleyball next week as well. So stay tuned for that. And you can see exactly what is on the schedule if you go to the Los Alamos Daily Post, and John McHale all over that every single week. And so we will be back and listen in. But thank you for joining us on the Daily Post YouTube channel. And for Gene Mortensen, this is Mike Mays. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll see you again next